the Denali branding has worked out so well for GM. They've done such a good job with that. Toyota and Ford both have a Platinum. No one gives a crap. No one pulls up and says, "Oh, I'll take the Platinum today, sir." No, but people all the time will say, "Oh, let's take the Denali."
Yeah. Welcome to the Texas Truck Channel. I'm Craig.
And I'm Brian.
And we're going to talk about the 2023 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate. Brian, let's do this. I want to talk about the front, and let's start here. Because, Brian, you know what you've got up front? You've got the all-new 2023 GMC grill, Sierra grill, which I think, I don't know, it's different.
I like it.
Different.
I like it. Name say for yourself.
I do really like the Denali Ultimate package because this is the Denali Vader grill. Anyways, there you go. Also, the Denali Ultimate, we get the grayed out or blacked out GMC badging. I think that looks good. Then on the front, it's no AT4X, but it does have some substantial tow hooks. And look, this is, you know, it's got all-wheel drive and all that fun stuff. Four-wheel drive, 2-speed transfer case. We'll do the hill test and see what happens in another video. But
hey, question. If it has red tow hooks, it means they work. Yeah. What does chrome mean?
Chrome means it's supposed to look nice, okay?
And it means in a pinch.
It means it's an ultimate.
Oh, okay.
It's ultimate. So, I'll come around the side here, Brian. Let's start here because this is another big feature of the Ultimate versus the regular Denali. It used to be the Denali was the top. This is now the top, baby, because you get 22 inches, and we all know more inches are more better. So with that, what you're shaking your head no, like that's not. Yeah, it is. It's true.
Okay.
You continue the blackout GMC theme here. They're not red anywhere on the truck, which I like that. I think it looks really good. It's more subdued, and you still know it's a GMC though, so it's not a problem. But I think these spokes look really good, and it's kind of gray in the middle, chrome on different inserts. It looks really good. It's for a big tire. It doesn't look too massive in it, and it works. Biggest problem with GMC, you still have a square cutout for a round wheel, which is weird, but anyways. Brian, over here, so you know you got an Ultimate. It's Ultimate 6.2, which we'll talk about that in a minute, which is the best. Nothing really different here. This is the same rear we've seen all over the place. But Brian, here's the best part, or one of the best things. You get this nice footstep. I'm trying to get this to stay open, but you also, if you hit that, well, normally
you have to leave the door.
You're going to leave the door open.
All right.
There we go. Look. You do this number, and now short people like me can reach their coffee and inside their Carbon Pro bed, which we'll talk about. So now let's get this to shut. Let's get it to shut.
20 minutes later.
Anyways, let's just move it on. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
We've got a nice option there for a 3-liter Duramax, which this one doesn't have. This one has a 6.2.
That's for the DEF.
That's for the DEF. That's how you know that diesel is available in the sucker. We continue the squared out theme in the back, just like we've always had in GMCs for a while. 2023's, it's new. I wouldn't necessarily call it all new. What I will say, which I forgot to mention a minute ago, steel.
Yep.
Aluminum.
Ooh.
Aluminum there. Also aluminum up here, right?
Yes.
So,
but steel here.
Steel, aluminum, steel. It's funny because there's a lot of commercials that are making fun of Ford being aluminum, but what they figured out is there's a lot of weight savings. All total, Brian, how much weight savings did we get?
About 365 pounds.
365 pounds when it comes to, because we also get, I'm coming to the back, don't you worry. But before we get there, Brian, we get the traditional, the tried and true, the original. No, you can't replace it. It's the best.
It is the best.
Let's, Brian, let's get in the trunk for the bed.
Oh, okay.
But I'm posh. I got an Ultimate, so I just do this number and opens up. So like that.
Okay.
So yes, Brian, we got the Carbon Pro bed back here. They do not call it carbon fiber because it's not exactly the same thing as maybe an F1 car, but it is much lighter, and it is not just plastic. It's definitely reinforced. It's got the carbon and all that.
It actually has 1-inch carbon strips embedded into the plastic.
Yes, you can kind of see it kind of all throughout.
So
they're not scratches. I'm sure it'll pass their tailgate bed when they drop the toolbox in it, and it won't, you know.
Apparently, it'll take a log with hurricane force winds.
So there's that. But Brian, they've also designed this. This is also a Hot Wheel racetrack, perfectly designed. Also, I want to point out. Well, let me get back here because we can't. Oh, we can. No. There. Oh,
user error. Top one.
Bottom, top. Yes, there we go. We've got the, as in other videos, mobile home front step. I just pull this number up and I can get in. What I want to point out back here is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hooks to strap stuff down on the back of this. That's solid. The way it should be. Thank you, GMC. You know how to make a tailgate or a bed and a tailgate. They're winning that game. They're winning.
What's down here?
Oh, Brian, this is a kicker. You kick it.
No. That's a brand.
I'm sorry. Oh, this is a radio. It's supposed to connect to your phone, Bluetooth. Usually Bluetooth, you just turn the Bluetooth on, connect it. I'm sure we're doing something wrong. We haven't get it to connect, but that's okay. You can also use USB or an aux port. And you can sit out here on your mobile home front porch, drinking your coffee.
Well, this is the ultimate. This is your cabin front porch.
Yes, your cabin front porch, listening to whatever talk radio you like. So there's that. So
right, moving on.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the front. Let's get under the hood. All right, Brian, are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Because this is the ultimate.
Take 2.
Brian, are you? Let me know when you're done.
I'm ready.
Brian, are you ready for the ultimate?
Mm-hmm.
That is the ultimate motor you can put in any truck. It's the 6.2 liter, honest to goodness, as God intended, overhead valve V8, made in America. It sounds wonderful, other than a slight ticket idle, and really good under throttle, wide open throttle. You're in another chase vehicle with another V8 that could not keep up with me. But
detail.
Gosh, it's great. It's wonderful.
And it's compact.
It doesn't get the greatest mileage when you're under full throttle, which you're going to do a lot because it sounds so good. But on the highway, it's not so bad. So makes good for 420 horsepower and a lot of torque. Numbers down here.
460.
Check that out. Make sure Brian's right on that. And with that, let's do the interior.
All right, coming to the back. Ah, my shins. Okay, anyways. Oh, it goes back in when you hit it. All right, so look at this interior. First of all, baseball stitch leather on the seats and on the door cards. And most importantly, Craig, topographical maps everywhere. There's one back here, in the back of the seat. There's one in the door card there. They're in the front, they're on the dash, and they don't lead you anywhere, but they're there. That's the important part. If you need to stash some things, you've got a secret compartment in the back of the seat itself, which is super cool. And unlike some of the brands, you can still flip your seats up. I'm talking to you, Toyota. I wish you could do this there. Now, unlike Ford, you don't have a completely flat area all the way to the back. There's actually a hump in the middle and then this divider. So I will say Ford is still taking the cake on that just a little bit. But you still have a lot of room and you can still access most of it when the seat is down if you have car seats like we do there. Now, coming on in, I'm a little bit taller than most people. And this truck, Craig, has a sunroof.
Panoramic, right?
Nope, it does not. And that is a good thing because I can actually fit my head back here. I can wear a cowboy hat back here if I wanted to. Really happy with that. Big pet peeve that I personally have, every other brand, I mean all of them with a pano sunroof, I will hit my head in some form in the back because the motor is all the way back here.
Not a problem in this.
This is my favorite sunroof, the single pane. That's all you need.
Yep.
Second row passengers have all the other windows to look out of. It's fine. Anyways, big fan of that.
What do you think about this kind of suede, posh, ultimate headliner?
It looks like microfiber, but it feels more durable. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks cool. Now, you also have the center armrest with cup holders and phone holder in the middle. Pleased with that. Also have USB and USB-C and rear heated seats. You do not have ventilated seats in the rear like some other brands can do, but you know what? It's a comfortable place to be. I'd be happy to burn some miles out. All right, let's hop in the front row and see what's happening in first class. All right, come on up to first class.
Oh, this is first class.
What a nice place to spend some time. All right, first of all, I want to back the seat up because Craig was just here. Get my knees safe a little bit. I want to point out right away, the steering wheel has paddles on it. They only work when you're in low in the transmission, so on the fly, you can't just grab a gear. Just something to keep in mind. We do have the newer interior. This is all new for the truck. The Tahoe had an updated interior last year. We drove that and liked it a lot. But you have a full digital cluster, really configurable. You can actually configure different gauges on the bottom. You can have it minimized or have, like we have, battery, oil temp, everything else. The center stack is all Google based. It works really well. You can log in and have Google Maps. It has a really old man looking analog clock here, which you can't change. I'm a little confused by that. But hard to complain. Really like the way this thing works. And you can say, hey, Google, and it will do things for you and pull up whatever you need. The materials. This is real wood. This is real whatever this is supposed to be. The dash looks really good. And again, with the textiles, you have topographical here, baseball stitch, and ultimate with coordinates. I don't know where that goes, Craig. Do you know where that is?
I know exactly where it goes. Brian, you're going to catch on real quick. You're going to have it memorized. You got coordinates all in this truck, and they all go to the same spot. Any guesses? Oh, it says it right here.
Mount Denali.
Yep, Mount Denali.
Okay.
In case you're lost, you need to get there.
Something you do get in the Ultimate that you don't get in the regular Denali is this baseball stitch. I know I've pointed it out 3 times now.
But it's so
freaking
cool.
Love it. Reminds me of the 2000s Audi TT, and that's a good thing.
We're in the GMC Denali. That's not enough.
Ultimate, baby.
Ultimate, yeah.
Which is code for put it in sport mode.
And it's got a 6.2, so let's let her rip.
Traction off.
Yep.
We're ready.
Yep.
I've got it in 4 auto.
Okay, yep.
We'll see what you do.
1, 2, 3, hit it. Whoa!
Okay.
Good launch. Good launch.
30, 40, 50, and 60.
Wow.
All right, that was 6.56, but running solo and without a heat soak, we ran a 6.00.
Completely, yeah, 6 flat.
By the way, with dirty tires.
Yeah, true.
We've been on dirt. We're not really cleaning them that well. It's hard to. We expect a little bit of spin, but not a whole lot. The 4 auto really solves a lot of that, though.
Right.
I'm going to go back to 2 high because why not?
Yeah.
And we'll put it back in civilized normal mode.
Okay, Brian, I want to talk about, because this is our first foray into the all-new 2023, I say all-new, Sierra.
Correct.
And they've redone the dash on all these, the GMCs and the Chevys. Because one of the biggest complaints about the previous one was the interior. They were kind of lacking behind the times.
Yeah.
Do you think they've done enough to catch up with its competition, the Fords and the Toyotas?
Oh, yeah. To catch up, yeah. I don't think they're surpassing anybody. But I would say the same about its competitors.
Okay.
The problem right now is, and we've driven them all, right?
Yep.
The Ram has kind of started the good interior, this current wave we're in, to the point now that it's the oldest, but it's still in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ford caught up last year. Mm-hmm. Toyota caught up last year. GM is a year behind those, and now this is the newest one, and I'll say it is not the leader, but none of them really are. I don't know which one is the leader. So much of it is preference now.
I'm glad you said that, because that's really what it's about. It's really about preference. What do you like the best? What feels best to you?
Yeah.
What we'll say about every car: get your butt in the seat. Which one fits you the best? And you like it. That's going to determine so many things.
I will say the color palette in the Platinum specifically is freaking beautiful. I love the baseball stitch leather.
You mean Ultimate?
Sorry, not Platinum. The Ultimate, the Denali Ultimate. I really love the interior palette of this. It's great.
I do too. I do like some of the Ultimate little extra features that make you feel a little more posh. I like the leather on the grab handle here.
Yeah.
Like you said, the baseball stitching looks great on this brown interior, the massaging seats, the real wood.
Latitude coordinates everywhere.
Latitude coordinates everywhere. I don't really understand Ultimate. You'd think there would be like different coordinates, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's cool. I like the new interior a lot, and I think that's good.
I do like that you can configure the cluster in terms of what it's going to tell you in a lot of ways. And the heads-up display has a ton of info in there too.
And it sits just where it needs to, right below.
Totally.
Right on top of the hood.
You can get it right on the hood, or if you're a shorter height, you can get it higher up. And also, there is some repetitiveness though, but the way it's set up, you can get things right where you want it. I do like that a lot. And then this new Google infotainment,
I like it.
I like it a lot. Big fan of it. We had it in the Tahoe last year. I liked it just as much there as I do here.
What do you think about the T-handle shifter that looks like an exaggerated old Mercedes or Chrysler shifter?
T is for testosterone. And I don't like it. I've never liked T-handles. There's something against this one in particular. It reminds me of an old Firebird. I didn't like them there. I don't like them here. The other thing I don't love is the start button is not round.
It's weird.
It's angular, and I find myself looking for it when I get in. Now I'm used to it.
I keep looking for it over here, like a round button.
Right. The first couple of days I got in here, I went, where's the start button? It's right here.
Can I also ask, can we not just get a tuning knob?
That would be nice.
Also, I do love where the charger phone goes, just right there.
Right, and it's geared to fit bigger phones in the future because it doesn't have a cap. And best feature in this interior,
absolutely,
single pane sunroof.
Okay, Brian, one of the other cool things about the Ultimate is, well, there's 2 more things. One, the magnetic ride control. What do you think?
Much like in the Tahoe, it's hard to tell between the differences. I don't think it ever handles poorly or softly, especially in any of them. The gate and window is really tight, and with 22s, here's the biggest criticism, and this is specific to the Ultimate. 22s make small bumps into big bumps.
That's exactly right.
Take that out of the way on the highway, has great manners. Handles well, it's quiet, tracks straight, all that kind of stuff. But for some reason, This one doesn't have Super Cruise, even though the internet tells us on
That's
GMC's
the next thing I was
website.
going to ask, because the Ultimate's supposed to have the Super Cruise, and everybody I know that knows I'm getting this is like, oh, it's got the Super Cruise, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I will see.
This actually doesn't have it, and it doesn't even have lane centering. It has lane departure warning, so I'm a little bit perplexed.
I wonder if that's the victim of let's find the chip shortage.
I think that's what's going on, because there's also not a steering column lock on this.
I think it's also a feature of, we don't really have the self-driving thing figured out yet.
Absolutely, and I'm sure we'll have a podcast about that soon. I can't wait to get into that.
All right, Brian, with that, thanks for tuning in and watching the 2023 Ultimate. Hopefully this is the ultimate review for you and your ultimate stop for all automotive reviews.
Especially trucks here.
Especially trucks. With that,
woo! Oh yeah, the 6.2 is freaking awesome. We'll let that part out.
Yes, it is. Stay tuned on all the socials.